What is good, Straw Hat Crew? We're back again with another video. Let's jump straight into it. Alright, so for today, we got a title by the name of When Content Creation Goes Too Far by 4D Shames. I just want to say, sometimes niggas be wilding. They be doing the most rambunctious, most disgusting, most vile, most humiliating things I could possibly think of doing for a little not even 5 minutes, 5 seconds of fame. Have a little bit of self-respect and dignity. You see what I'm saying? He's over here spraying the motherfucking, what is that? Hot shot, bed bug and flea kill it on the bananas and stuff. I don't care if it's on the outside, bro. What if someone picked them up, right? You know what I'm saying? And they were to take it and they brought it home and their baby just happened to pick it up and just, you know what I'm saying, try to eat it. And then they get poisoned. That's on you. It's diabolical, bro.
That guy you just saw was the content creator who went viral for spraying bug spray on grocery store food. And luckily dude is serving time in prison right now for his crimes because it...
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. He's going to jail. He's going to jail. Good, bro. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Any of his pranks, his antics would have went mega viral, and people seeking fame tried to emulate him to get that same notoriety, America would have been cooked. Because from the outside looking in, it seemed like the whole theme behind his pranks was just being a nuisance to society. Literally doing anything he can to just disturb the flow of society. And oh yeah, putting bug spray on grocery store food wasn't the only dangerous prank that he was pulling. There's also him pulling fire alarms.
Just little kid shit. Like, this is a grown ass man. Grown ass man. And then oh my gosh, my bad chat. Then my motherfucking volume must have.
Throwing cake at people. Locking people in stores.
No, you guys are locked in there.
Spraying people with fire extinguishers.
Dude, just like
putting bacon and eggs in people's laundry. Throwing a dead pigeon at a fast food worker. So recently it's been a trend where content creators, YouTube.
Y'all know I work fast food. Let that happen to me. I won't work fast food no more.
TikTokers, streamers, IG creators, where they do these stunts that are supposed to be jokes and entertainment, but they miss the part where they're actually entertaining or they have any sort of humor in them. They're just out there acting like
so funny.
Literally just being a nuisance to society. A perfect example is this content creator whose content is these pranks where he goes up to people and basically...
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This nigga just goes up to people and sneaks them, and that's his content. That's what he pushes out.
That's literally it. That's all there is to it.
I know, like, from the video, all you see is like the bad part about it, but what people didn't see was that I shook his hand after and how I had gave the man a hug.
Is this nigga serious?
People also didn't see.
I don't care about none of that. Why are you going around sneaking random people? For what?
How you had a gun on you, did they? When I think about enjoyable content, entertaining content, especially when it comes to prank content, I think about stuff where, okay, yes, you might give me something that surprises me a little bit, you know, shocks me a little bit in the moment, but at the end of the day,
when I think of prank stuff, I think of like top-notch idiots, or like, even though those are probably like 99.9% fake, or like Walmart pranks, you know, like just things that involve not necessarily like physical interaction, but more like verbal interaction, just some stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think about when I think of pranks.
it should always be something where we can both have a laugh at the end of it. I shouldn't be in physical pain, I shouldn't be overly embarrassed or humiliated, and preferably I should get a laugh out of it and my day should improve a little. These are some of my favorite examples of that.
Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like a little store prank, little harmless fun. This is what I think about when I think of pranks too. I agree. Now, I will say, I'm sorry, I'm pausing. I'm gonna let it play. I promise. I'm gonna let it play. I will say that when you're like pranking your bros or something, though, it's completely different set of rules. It's like a whole completely different ball game. It's damn near almost anything's on the table, pretty much. I mean, there's definitely some off-limit stuff, but it's like it's a lot more variety to pick from. A lot better game, honestly. Not the fart spray. I might be a little heat on that. Maybe that's not fart spray though.
And look, of course, sometimes even these jokes are a bit extreme because you don't know what type of day someone's having and how they might respond to this type of joke. But at least I can see the humor and entertainment in these type of pranks. With a cool little reveal at the end, oh, I was just pranking you, there's nothing but water in this spray. I feel like most people would be alright with it and they just laugh it off. But see, content creation has turned into something completely different. It's become almost like an extreme sport where these content creators are competing to see who can be the biggest nuisance. Watching some of their videos, it feels like their whole thought process going into content creation is, how can I be the most disruptive, annoying, inconsiderate member of society? And when you go into content creation with that type of mindset, it's no wonder we got guys out here pulling out RPGs on people. Wait, you think I'm joking? No, I'm not. Seriously. They pulled out an RPG on this guy.
He got
on the phone with it. Who is Marquise?
Marquise?
Yes.
He wants to know if y'all know who
Marquise want to know anything.
Marquise don't need to know.
You don't know Darrell.
I don't know, bro. Stop, bro. Get up out of here, nigga.
No cap.
Yeah, you acting like the police. We don't do none of that.
I'm not even
on the phone. Give me the description. You good?
I'm straight. I just want to know if y'all know who Darrell was. Nah, they not on nothing. They not. I'm just gonna go this way. I'm just gonna.
What? No, you're not going none of this. You stuck over here now.
What is he doing, bro?
He doing what he doing.
Hey, no, hey, we filming a funny video. We filming a funny video. We filming a funny video.
Trying to blow up?
Oh shit.
This nigga say y'all trying to blow up. I ain't get trying to blow up for real. Oh, these niggas gotta chill, man. They're getting out of control.
Real. Oh, my mama, I bought it down.
Hey, what the?
This nigga pulled out an RPG.
It's a funny video.
I crashed out at a YouTube video.
Oh my, holy shit. What the f is that real? Was that real?
Dude is asking if it's real, like, why are you waiting to find out? I would have personally got up out of it. And this risky, dangerous, careless behavior has recently carried over to streaming. These streamers spark up stream and all of a sudden, you know, it might be because people are watching them, they gain these huge egos. They literally equip a whole new different personality. And these personalities can be harmful to the
Okay, to be fair, I feel like every streamer kind of does that in their own way, or every even creator kind of does that in their own way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I normally yap, but all my yaps are usually up here. I don't normally talk to my monitor, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's kind of like a performance a little bit, but it's also their real personality, just kind of buffed up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To be fair.
Streamer themselves. For example, with the recent situation with DDG's older brother Dub beating up the streamer for calling him doo-doo garbage.
This is DDG.
Oh, DDG here.
Oh, that was a nice one. I can hear that one.
That man got the two-piece of Doom.
Yeah, no.
They did them how they be
that.
doing the cartoon characters. Y'all remember them cartoons where the two characters would be fighting in like a cloud of smoke and then one character would come out all disheveled and stuff like that? Yeah, that's how they did this. Here's another angle for y'all.
I got set. This recording? Is this recording? Oh, what you say? Doodle, garbage. I got set. Oh, just real quick. We got going. Somebody hold this. Hey, hold this. What you say? What we got going? Doodle, garbage. I got
Watch your mouth. I mean, you never know what's gonna set a nigga off. So if you gonna talk shit, but no, you gotta be prepared for it if you gonna talk shit, for real.
And I don't know if you guys caught it, but I think dude really thought that he was gonna be disrespectful to their face and they were just gonna laugh it off. I genuinely wanna know at what point people became so comfortable being disrespectful to people's faces and not expecting for something to happen. This is real life. This is not the internet. Being a keyboard warrior, keyboard soldier, keyboard gangster doesn't work in real life because they can actually...
Although that is cool online, they can't really do nothing to you. They could probably track you down if they really wanted to get you, but like, if they not really trying to get you, they not gonna worry about you like that. So on the keyboard it's fine, but in face to face, either put up or shut up at that point. If you're gonna wolf with intention.
He punch you in your shit. Now that was an example of how these dangerous streamer pranks, these dangerous streamer personalities can harm the content creator. But there's also the side where they're harming innocent people. A perfect example is when Jack Doherty's security guard, who's like, I think 6'7" or something, put hands on this dude in a situation that did not call for violence.
I remember this. This happened so long ago.
You're all Sim. Why are you talking to, dog? I'm just saying, y'all say, just stop. Then walk. Oh, no, yo, stop.
What's wrong with you? Are you?
Hey, what's up? Hey, one by one, what's up?
Security.
Matter of fact, it was more than likely Jack Doherty's fault because he's always known for trolling people and getting on people's last nerves and then hiding behind the security.
Go.
What? Little prop, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah.
We let this nigga get famous. We gotta do better, you guys, for real. We as a collective group. That shit's insane.
Michael Orphan fucking blindside ass.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, after seeing the way he acts and treats people, it was satisfying seeing him get robbed.
Bro, he just robbed me. They just took both my fucking chains, bro. Dog. James, what the f, bro?
They had a gun.
Where's yours? What the
Dude said, where's yours? There's always a bigger fish out there. It got to the point where even Lil Baby told dude,
Nigga said they had a gun. There's nothing I could do. They pulled a switcheroonie out on me. It had a Gen 5 on it. With a button. I don't know how they did that.
he needs a new security guard.
What's good, bro? I know.
Oh, you got robbed for real? You got robbed for real? I still got the same security.
I know. Fuck. Oh. but he's great.
Not gonna lie, it was super satisfying seeing that go down. I never really understood the idea of content creators acting like bullies and just being assholes in general, especially when their job kinda depends on people liking them and how much people support them. Like, yes, you might have a couple people willing to watch your content and watch you act like a dickhead, but there's literally no longevity in that. If the main attraction for your core audience is that,
I mean, apparently so. Apparently so, cause he's still. I feel like he's still doing what he's doing. I haven't heard of him completely just becoming impoverished, and you know what I'm saying, just, you know, being broke. So
them watching you act like a nuisance and just bother people, then you probably need to get a new core audience. Because once your jokes and pranks don't give them the same laugh anymore, all that's gonna be left is your personality. Because once your jokes and pranks don't give them a laugh anymore, all that's gonna be left is your shitty personality. And the next most enjoyable thing for them and the people who didn't like you in the first place is watching you go down in flames. But all that aside, I feel like the most pressing issue as of late has been streamer on streamer conflict, bullying, whatever you want to call it. Look, if you didn't know before, the top streamers are basically really good improv actors. Of course, some streamers have things planned for their streams, but a lot of times, you know, when they're out interacting with the environment, they don't plan these things. Sometimes things just happen, and the way they interact with the environment while still staying in character, that's what makes them a good streamer. But see, when you have two streamers interacting, two people who are both in character, two people who already know, okay, the other person is acting, this is all part of an elaborate improv skit almost, people can take it too far without that fear of overstepping someone's bounds because they think in their head, oh, we're just playing. And at a certain point, it's no longer just acting. Of course, a good example of that is the DDG situation, but another example is the Agent situation at Streamer University. And if you don't know what Streamer University is, it's this event where Kai...
Now, Agent beating them niggas ass for going in his room. I can't really be mad at him for that, but I can't really be mad. Well, I just think those niggas need to use their brain a little bit more. Even if someone told you that it was a agent fire sale or whatever, come take whatever, you should probably like evaluate the room, see like what's in the room exactly, and be like, wait a minute, this looks like a actual bedroom. It has his niggas, you know what I'm saying, suitcase, his setup, his everything, you know what I'm saying. So I just feel like you would know. But
Sanat, this popular streamer, basically rented out this college campus, and he basically brought together a bunch of big content creators along with up-and-coming content creators, and the big content creators served as teachers, and the up-and-coming content creators served as students.
And I'm streaming, just know there's a possible chance you on my stream. Alright? Let's go, keep it going. Professors!
It was basically an opportunity for people to get their big break and get a chance to get on. Now back to the agent situation. The streamer students at Streamer University basically went into his dorm room and they were recording even though he had his analytics out, and they tried to basically pull a prank on him. And if you know anything about Agent, he's like the #1 pocket watcher and he's very good with his finances. So the fact that they just went into his room and they were recording everything, you know, possibly risking exposing his finances, that made him really angry.
understandable though.
Open the door, nigga.
That's okay, that's all you want.
You think fucking playing?
Yo, what the
What is Jay at?
Whoa, what the fuck? Yo! Whoa!
Fuck out of here.
Hey, that nigga was wild. That nigga was not playing.
When I'm not there, it's a difference between content, nigga. Learn the fucking difference. Yes, nigga. I'll be get this fuck here. I'll be fucking bad, nigga. I'll be fucking bad, dude, man. You stink, nigga. You smell like shit.
Yo, it's lit.
And as you can tell from that clip, they obviously crossed the line that he wasn't comfortable with. But that's kind of a risk that you gotta take when you're doing content creation, especially streaming with other streamers. Because again, everything is a joke until it's not. And honestly, sometimes it becomes really difficult to distinguish the line between professionalism and, you know, the streamer, the acting, personality, whatever. But on the other end, that's also what makes streaming so entertaining. It's because you're kind of tiptoeing that line. You never know if this is serious.
I don't really watch streamers like that though, chat. You know what I'm saying? I'll tune in the clips. You know what I'm saying? I like watch moments, but not whole streams. I've never sat down and watched a streamer go from start to finish. I've never done that. Not saying it's bad or anything. I just guess I just don't have the attention span for it, to be honest.
Or if they're all putting on an act. Well, obviously in this case they weren't putting on an act, but that's the thing, it's really hard to tell. And the last category of content creators I want to talk about are the ones who kind of make themselves the butt of the joke. And sure, I know sometimes that can be a part of content creation, but these creators take it way too far, to the point where people actually genuinely start bullying them. A perfect example is the streamer Dabo. His whole spiel is him being unattractive. People basically crack jokes about him all day about how he's chopped and he's basically the...
I feel bad, but he kind of set him up in that way. People were already calling him chopped before he played into it, but him playing into it and not putting his foot down right there that he didn't want to be called chopped kind of led to the being chopped, faces chopped memes and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? But
ugliest looking human being. Now, I obviously don't think that's true. I just think he has very Afrocentric features. For example, he has a really big nose, and aside from that, he has a lot of acne and his teeth aren't straight. But I don't think those things are enough to justify calling him chopped or calling him the ugliest human being ever. Now, don't get me wrong, I obviously know that Dabo has kind of played into this chopped character because it's getting him a bunch of clout, but when it gets to the point where people are doing stuff like this to you, that's when you know it's gone too far.
Hey, snitch, Dabo snitch. What you talking? Why you on my bro? Oh, why you on my bro? Oh!
damn.
Now, boy, you look so me personally? Now you gonna get back.
Now, me personally, I ain't going for that. I don't care if we streaming, acting, whatever. There's other ways.
Let's not even try it. You know what I'm saying? Let's not. I don't want to lose what little I got right now. Hopefully big in the future, you know.
Boy, if you don't.
But so let's not even tempt that, because as soon as it starts, I'm gonna have to continue with it. It's the only way. You gotta press continue the story. I gotta finish the game. You started it, so
Ways to be entertaining. I'm sorry. I feel like a lot of people in content creation, especially streamers, go into content creation wanting to do the most bizarre things, the most outlandish things so they can stand out. But while being so fixated on that, they kind of miss the point of actually being entertaining. And funny. And again, like I said before, there's no longevity in that. You poking fun at yourself or being a bully, it gets old eventually. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much for watching. Go ahead and like, comment on my Discord channel.
I got
and if you didn't know, your boy definitely knows how to
man.
put that shit on, so go ahead and follow my
Oh, this is the end of the video.
Do me a favor.
With that being said, y'all, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate y'all for watching the video. I'll catch y'all in the next one.
She call me Luda, bitch, I roll out with my shooters. She wanna fuck me in a Plymouth Barracuda. I got my gun on, yeah, she know